Hey everybody, welcome to day 16, a lovely recovery practice. I am proud to say that the day has finally come for us to practice some wall yoga. So we will be using our walls as a prop in order to help us relax, downshift, switch our energy, and recover on many levels. So take a moment to fill out your accountability tracker, clear out some wall space, and I'll see you on the mat. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hopefully you were able to find some nice wall space in your home to practice. And let's get started. We're going to start off with a posture called legs up the wall. And the way you're going to get into this posture is you're going to bring your mat perpendicular to the wall and then bring your hips to the wall. Lie down and bring the legs up. Okay. If there's a little bit of space between your bum and the wall, that's fine. You can scooch down a little bit. However, if getting really close to the wall is too much on your hamstrings, as in it's too tight, back up off the wall and you'll be just fine. We want you to be comfortable. The most important part about this posture is that your legs are up against the wall and you are relaxed. So bring your arms out wide. If you'd like, you can always bring a block under your hips or even a bolster to elevate the hips even more, and it also tends to open up the heart and open up the spine. But right now, we're not going to complicate things with props, but that's something that you could think about when you practice on your own at home. Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. A wonderful posture to do at the end of a long day. Maybe a stressful day at work, maybe you did a lot of sitting or a lot of standing. This is a wonderful posture to do after maybe some intense exercise, walking, running, cycling. Any sort of exercise that's going to build up some lactic acid in the legs that can help you recover faster by improving your circulation. Gravity's doing some gentle tugging work on the fluids in your legs. So go ahead and close your eyes and notice what that feels like in your body right now. Simply having the legs up the wall and feeling how that shifts movement in your body. I personally love this posture when I am trying to recover after some intense exercise, and also when I'm feeling not so grounded, if I'm upset or worried or just feeling a little off. Coming to this posture takes very little work, and I reap the benefits just within a few breaths of this posture. So let's just take a few breaths together. Practicing the diaphragmatic breath, inhaling the belly, big. Exhale, squeezing belly button towards the spine. Release and allow the belly to fill. Go ahead at your own pace. This practice, we're going to have the legs up the wall in different kind of postures. And having the legs above the heart can increase your circulation. It can move lymphatic fluid around the body, which can be really beneficial for detox. And it can also, since it's improving your circulation, making circulation easier, can help you heal a bit faster. Next, we're going to come to dragonfly, which is really just a straddle. So you can take your legs and bring them out wide. Take a moment to settle here in Dragonfly, allowing the legs to relax. But remember, we talked about the intensity, right? You don't want anything super, super intense. You don't want to injure yourself. Plus, when things get too intense, the body tends to tighten up in response. So on a scale of 1 to 10, does anyone remember the number? For our yin postures, our relaxation postures within some stretching, our relaxation postures that still emphasize stretch, we want an intensity level of between 2 and 5. So allow the stretch to become a 2, 3, 4, 5. Anything higher, just bring the legs together a little bit more. There's no pressing of the legs, just release. Take a few moments and notice where you feel the stretch. You can flex your feet too. Many of you may feel the stretch on the adductors, the inner thighs, maybe even the inside of the knees. Remember the difference between what it feels like to feel a stretch and when you know you've gone beyond where you're almost hurting yourself, where there's pain. You want to back off of that. Take some breaths here and notice if the stretch intensifies as you inhale, and notice what happens as you exhale. If you feel as though there's been some release, you can wiggle your ankles a little bit, and oftentimes that allows the legs to open up a bit more. Remembering that having strong and flexible adductors can help strengthen and stabilize your knee joints. There's no force, there's no pushing in this posture, just allowing the legs to open up. And take a moment before we switch to notice how this feels in your heart. How does it feel to release and to relax and to let go? And then bring the knees together. You can take a slight bend, just bring them together. You can come to a little squat. Hug the knees in. You can even come to butterfly, the soles of the feet together, and you can open up wide. The soles of my feet are not even coming together, actually. It's just the way my hips are. So your feet don't necessarily need to be touching at all in this posture. What we're going for is an opening in the hips. So notice if you feel that. Maybe a relaxation in the belly because the lower back is nicely supported. Take some breaths here. And then you can bring your knees together and straighten out the legs. So with your legs up the wall, we're going to come to a Piriformis Stretch. Taking your left ankle and bringing it down below the right knee. If you come to this posture and you feel some nice opening or some nice stretching in your side butt, your glute, your piriformis on the left side, stay right here. If you want to kind of up the game, you can bend the foot that's at the wall, and feel whatever it is you feel there. This posture is called wall swan, wall pigeon, And it's also known as a piriformis stretch. So this is a funny one. This is one of my favorites actually because it can get pretty intense pretty quickly. Notice if you just cranked it up to an 8 or a 10, back off to, between a 5, 4, 3, 2. And be with this and breathe. You can flex your foot, doing some ankle circles. Notice how that feels. How moving the ankle changes how maybe the intensity is in that hip or the side area of the glute and the piriformis. When you're practicing this at home, you can remain here for at least 5 breaths, maybe 10, as long as you would like to, really. You definitely do not want to feel any pain in the knee, though. No pain in the knee. Let's all take one big breath together. Big inhale. And then exhale. I'm remaining here just a little while longer because I'm actually feeling some release in the hip area. Feels really nice. And then when you're ready, you can straighten out that leg that's at the wall and straighten out both legs. Do a little shake, roll the ankles. And we're going to do the other side. And remember, these asymmetrical postures can be kind of surprising to us because we realize that we are asymmetrical. We're not even. Maybe we feel more intensity on one side than the other. And don't judge that. Just notice it. So now I'm going to take my right ankle, bring it down, and then bend. Feeling that intensity. For me, I'm definitely feeling more intensity on this hip. I'm going to back off a little bit. And hang out here. Feeling the intensity move oftentimes on the inhale and on the exhale, maybe becoming more intense on the inhale and less intense on the exhale. Take the next, minute or two just to explore the sensations that you feel. And you can notice my dog's barking too. Take a moment and instead of noticing where you feel tension, ask yourself where you feel support. Where do you feel as though you're able to release? Maybe your belly or your heart or your face. Maybe it's your lower back. Maybe it's your hands. Reminding ourselves that where our attention goes, our energy flows. So if we can train ourselves to bring attention to positive things, gratitude, maybe we can feel more positivity and more gratitude in our lives. And when you practice this at home on your own, you can stay in this posture for as long as it feels comfortable. I'm going to take one big breath in and then exhale, straighten out that leg. Whew. And straighten them both out. bending one knee and then the other. And we're going to finish with a supine twist. I'm flexing my feet just because it feels really good on my calves right now. Arms out wide. Take a slight bend in the knees and then just roll your hips over, or your knees over to one side. Let the arm, the opposite arm, go out wide. Notice where you feel a stretch in your body. Because the knees are so much closer to my chest in this posture, I'm feeling a stretch more in my upper back instead of my lower back. When I'm on the floor and I do this stretch, oftentimes my knees are further down the mat and I feel the stretch in the lower body, in the lower back. Take a moment, breathing here, and notice where you feel the stretch. Making space with your breath. Big inhales, pause, and then exhaling. Let's take 2 breaths together. Exhaling. Inhale. And one last exhale. Your next inhale, use your core to lift your legs to center and then just roll on over to the other side. Scooching and adjusting so you're comfortable in this supine twist. Maybe your legs go out a little long, maybe they're less bent, maybe you adjust your shoulders a little bit or your neck. Come to your version of this posture and then remain here. Noticing how it feels on this side. There's a lot of self-learning that you've been doing over the past few weeks. Self-study, self-learning, self-awareness. Learning about where you hold tension. Maybe which parts of your body, which parts of your life need more attention than others. Learning to listen to yourself and to be kind and gentle and compassionate to yourself. And instead of bringing our legs up the wall again, we're just going to bring the body over to the side and bring your hands under your head. Coming to fetus. And here we are in fetus. Taking some breaths in and out. Feel the spaciousness within your rib cage, within your belly, within your back. Ask yourself how you feel physically right now. Tune in and ask yourself how you feel in your heart.
And then take a moment to tune into your thoughts and observe your thoughts. How would you describe the activity of your thoughts right now? And then slowly, using the strength in your hands, press yourself up to a seated posture.
I hope that you enjoyed this wall sequence today, knowing that you can pick and choose any postures that you found super helpful in our practice today and use them in the future when you need them, when you need more energy, more movement, increased recovery and circulation, or just calmness and groundedness in your heart. I will see you tomorrow for some HIIT. Have a great day.